back in the studio with Catherine Noble, who's in charge of volunteers, and she has 3 very special guests with her today. I'm going to let you take over, Catherine.
All right, well, thank you very much. And indeed, we have 3 special guests here today, and I want to announce the award that they have earned through their hard volunteer work here at Green Spring. Each year we participate in the President's Volunteer Service Award program, which is a wonderful program, recognizes many volunteers who have earned 100 hours or more. So that's a lot of hours, 100. We have a gold, a silver, a bronze level, but here today we're here to talk about the lifetime member. That's a very special and elite group here at Green Spring.
Yes,
we have 3 new inductees today, and in order to earn this recognition, you have to volunteer for at least 4,000 hours
in 1 year.
While you're here at Green Spring.
Oh, overall.
Yes, 4,000 hours takes quite a lot of time. So we have 3 inductees this year. This is for 2016. So they have earned this through when they've arrived at Green Spring through the end of 2016. And we had a dinner on Monday night to honor them and our former Lifetime Award recipients, which was very nice. So I'm here today to just kind of share the spotlight on them and to thank them in front of the community for all they do. They receive a beautiful certificate signed by President Obama, former President Obama, because it was through 2016, which is a beautiful framed certificate. In addition, they will receive this beautiful letter from President Obama, and in addition, they will receive a beautiful lifetime pin that I'm sure they will wear proudly. So we're very proud of them, and I want to introduce them at this time. We have Mary Sue Gardner.
Mary Sue,
yes.
welcome.
And we have Alice Chesno.
Alice.
And we have Mary Lynn Brom.
Mary Lynn.
So they have all earned this award today, and I'm going to kind of turn it over to them to sort of tell a little bit about what they have done while they've been here at Green Spring to help touch the community, help the community. And I know in March, I think it might be March 28th, you'll have to look at your calendars for sure for the TV guide, but we're going to be showing a special video featuring all our volunteers in addition to our lifetime new inductees. So I hope everyone will watch that.
That's great.
But I'm going to turn it over to Mary Sue first to kind of give a broad spectrum of all the things she does, which is a lot.
And this might be an inspiration for others who have been thinking, what am I going to do?
Right?
Mary Sue.
Oh gosh, I didn't bring my list, but yeah, well, most people know me for all my work in the resident council.
Right.
And I've been doing that for 5 years. So a lot of work on committees. Now, as president of the resident council, I run a lot of meetings and go to a lot of meetings and listen to people talk and try to solve problems, those kinds of things. But in addition to that, I've done a lot of different things. I help with the iPad help group on Saturdays for those people who don't know how to use their laptops, not laptops, their iPads. So that's one. And I've done a lot of tutoring. My T-shirt is National Education Association volunteers, you know, that's the place to be. But tutoring of the servers. If they have problems in math, because that was my field, then I've tutored many of them. And I also, when I first came, I was an assistant in some computer classes that were held here. Rich Schmidt was running the class and I was his assistant. I did that for several times. And I met a lot of good people that way. What else do I do?
Garden Ridge.
Garden Ridge. Oh, right. I'm a Garden Ridge ambassador, and the group I'm with is the transition team, and we work with the people who are transitioning from independent living to assisted living, and we just sort of become their friends. We make new friends that way, and guide them through the first several weeks of moving over there. It's a shock to the system, as you know. It's almost as big a shock as when you move from your home you were in for 50 years and move into Green Spring. But now you're moving from your apartment that you've been in for who knows how long to a smaller unit over at Garden Ridge, and it's a big transition. It's like moving to another world. And friends disappear because they just don't like to go over there so much. So we become new friends and help out. And it's a great program. And if anybody's interested in doing that, I strongly suggest you volunteer. And distractions.
But treasure chest must be calling. That's awesome.
But yeah, so that's another area that I'm active in. The welcoming committee, which is now called the Green Spring Greeters,
Right.
is another area of welcoming the new members, new residents who come to Green Spring, and that's always interesting to get to know new people and help them
Yes,
find
it
their way
is.
around the
It's always
campus.
fun.
And yeah, so and anybody can do this, and I'm doing this in addition to my resident council work, but anybody can do it because it doesn't take a lot of time, all day, extended periods.
Right.
Again, that's another several weeks you want to be involved in it, but
And
it's
that's
not every
one
day.
of those things that you don't have to have a technical knowledge of.
Absolutely,
It's,
absolutely. Anybody can do it.
You like to visit with people?
You like to
there
visit
it
people,
is.
right? Show them where their cubbies are. Take them to dinner. Do whatever. Answer their questions mostly.
Right.
And yes, they have so many questions, but they don't want to bother anybody. So I just go and say, "Here I am. Bother me."
And they'd rather ask a resident than a staff person.
They would. So those are some of the things I do. But I think you need to hear from the ladies on my
Okay.
left.
Okay, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, when it was mentioned about making friends, meeting new people, that's what we do a lot of. Because when we came aboard, obviously we might say inherited terrific volunteer staff that stayed with us. And then we have added to it. So now we have 150 people
And now what is this?
for the treasure chest.
Treasure chest. Okay.
And that's our big life. And we're only talking basically about the treasure chest because that's where we've been doing our 4,000 hours.
Right.
And our job includes many things that we do down there, which then brings to mind that we have lots of opportunities for people, whatever their interests might be, we can find a place for them. Whether they want to just work a few hours a month or whether they want to work many hours a week, we have a place. Whether they want to sit down, stand up, whatever, we also have
You have a
opportunity.
spot for anybody.
That's for sure. And so that we welcome these people.
Good, good.
Marilyn, could you tell us a little bit about, I know you're thinking about maybe retiring from Treasure Chest, so this might be a great opportunity to say all the positive things and the fun about being the co-chair, and hopefully we'll recruit some people that might be of interest.
We would love to have somebody step forward so that we can pass the baton.
I think it scares people when they know how much time you put into it.
We do put in a lot of time, but it's fun time.
Yes, that's what I understand.
It's really is enjoyable. That's why we're doing it. And even though we're stepping down March 31st, we're still going to be involved with the treasure chest. We just love being with the group. It's a wonderful group of people, and it's a wonderful opportunity to meet more people.
Yes, it is.
Every day we meet people in the hall, and they question us about donating things to the treasure chest and what's the procedure and so forth and so on. When we're in the dining room, people come up to our table and ask us, about the treasure chest. So we're meeting lots and lots of people. We would not meet all these people if we weren't involved with the treasure chest.
And we also had that phone call during this TV thing, which is one more person that has a question for the treasure chest.
There are always questions.
There is. And I just want to point out that not only do we like volunteers to come, but we like people to shop too.
Oh, yeah.
And so more people that shop, maybe
Okay,
that
we
might
have
be.
so many new residents. Tell us the whole purpose of the treasure chest.
Well, we collect various items furniture, as well as almost anything that would be in a home, except the bed pillows. And then they're brought down to us, Parkview G level, and we sort them out. There's the little busy bees that then price and put them on the shelves or in the area. And when people shop on Friday, every single penny that comes in to our place goes for charity. We're under the 501c3 umbrella of Green Springs, and 60% of the money goes to Benevolent Fund.
60%?
That's correct. And 20% to the students, 15% to the staff. We end up with 5% for other volunteer, we'll say, missions that someone might suggest. In the last 2 years, we've made over $80,000, and we're on track to do that. So we want to say that like popular singers that should retire in their prime, treasure chest co-chairs we too are going to retire in our prime.
And for those who are not familiar with it, you go to Parkview and go down to the ground level, G level, and you'll find the treasure chest tucked back in the corner there, and lots of nice items on sale for next to nothing.
On
Next to
Fridays
nothing
from
on
12 to 4.
Fridays 12 to 4. Yeah.
I think the consistent, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to add that we are both wearing treasures from the treasure
From the
chest.
treasure chest.
And this
I have
one
worn quite a
especially.
few of them myself.
I'm wearing ladybugs, as you can see, because some people believe that ladybugs bring good luck.
Okay.
And we have Carla Harding, who is our recruiter. Oh, fantastic. And she is going to continue, as we'll say, being one of, we hope, 3 co-chairs.
Very good.
And we're still looking for 2 more. And that's why the ladybugs, we hope, helps.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, and thanks to these ladies. Congratulations on your award. And the theme here is that you meet a lot of people when you volunteer.
You
so
do.
it's a great way to be involved in the campus. Thank you for having
It
us.
is. Thank you so much for coming in.